What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty. Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news. Go and subscribe, hang out with Buzzy and Goose. Tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I'm your boy Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose, aka Bulls Scripted, and we're here after an embarrassing loss to the Indiana Pacers in Indianapolis. Bulls lose 116-110. Before we get into this one, be sure going on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Bulls on Tap and on Tap Sportsnet. Following Goose at Bulls Scripted and me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us. 5-star rating and review because that's cool and tough. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, please go to the YouTube if you don't mind. On Tap Sportsnet YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. It's a notification thing. Anytime we go live to talk about some dumb shit like this, you'll be notified that it happened. We're brought to you by Sports Illustrated. Senior's mad in the comments. Senior's mad in the comments. And he's right. It's fucking frustrating. He's wrong about one part. He called them a 500 team. No, they are 3 games under 500 again. Goose, they blow a 21-point lead in this game, and it was a different team in the first half than it was the second half.
They are who we thought they were. Unfortunately,
that one hurts when it's in that context towards us.
Yeah, when you don't get to use it in your favor, when you're not the one flipping the script. Unfortunately, the Bulls blew their second 20-point lead of the year. That's not something winning teams do. And I was feeling good in that first half. Even after the third, I was like, you know what? We snuck out of there with I think it was a 7-point lead. Like, all right, cool. Not a problem. Third quarter's our shit quarter. Fourth quarter's going to come and we're going to put it together. But TJ McConnell destroyed us. And
come the fuck on.
And Benedict Mathurin, that kid is gonna be a stud.
He's already a stud. He's going to be.
He might get 6th man of the year in his rookie year because he doesn't.
I don't think that's been done since Ben Gordon is a rookie. I could be wrong.
He has more 20-point games off the bench than anybody in the league by about 6 now.
He is gonna be I think he has the potential to be a super.
With Halliburton.
Yeah,
with him and Halliburton.
I mean, and that's something we didn't even touched on yet. I know we're only 3 minutes in, but Halliburton didn't play, brother. He didn't play. I mean, and they came back into this, but TJ McConnell in 41 minutes made us his bitch. And and you know who he really made his bitch?
Zach LaVine.
Yeah. Zach couldn't do a fucking thing about TJ McConnell being on him. Not a thing. Zach couldn't get around him. Zach couldn't shoot over him. Zach could not do anything to TJ McConnell tonight. That's an issue. That's why he's not my top
to be able to get around absolutely everybody, whether it was Io, whether it was Caruso. Didn't matter who was defending CJ. He seemed to get around them and use that baseline like a pro. And this was a demoralizing loss. I was
came out so well, dude.
First half, I'm sitting here eating pickles out of the pickle jar just so it's easier to get the juice out. And now we got to win 2 in a row. This team has failed to win 4 games in a row yet this season. Tonight was put on a tee. Caruso's entry pass was dog shit, but Zach LaVine didn't even get the entry pass in. And we had to burn our last timeout, which kind of killed any attempt at the end of the game because even if they miss some free throws, you don't have a way to advance the ball and get off a shot with a few seconds left. So the whole late game execution tonight sucked. The Pacers took DeMar out of the game. They started doubling him after, he hit about 20 points in the second half. And then we forgot how to play basketball.
DeMar kept DeMar had some big shots in that third, but then when he came out in the fourth, he started doing it again. So DeMar was a constant. Vooch played a pretty good game. I tell you what.
And you even saw with Zach's struggles, you saw Billy calling Kobe. He needed a ball handler. He needed somebody that he could trust with the ball in their hands, and that was Kobe White.
Oh, God. It depends on what Kobe you're getting, too, because he played like dog shit, too, offensively. But don't worry, someone will hop into my fucking comments or whatever you call them, replies on Twitter, telling me about how his defense is great, and I should leave him alone. But hey, listen, man, that was terrible. All around, I am so disappointed in Zach LaVine. I'm disappointed in Patrick Williams. I'm disappointed in Ayo. Ayo made a couple boneheaded plays out there tonight. He was getting beat a lot. I didn't like that at all. I mean, TJ McConnell must have fucking boosted his ratings up in real life. I don't know how you do that. I'm going to say steroids. I hope he's drug tested tomorrow.
Hashtag test TJ.
Yeah, hashtag test TJ, man. That's fucking crazy. But TJ's always been a very solid backup point guard, even in Philadelphia.
He's got the Alex Caruso mentality with a better offensive game. He can actually run an offense, as you saw, for 40 minutes tonight. So, no, I mean, fuck you, Rick Carlisle. Like, really? You couldn't just let us have this one? Like, really?
Yeah, Rick Carlisle is such a dick, isn't he? I can't stand him with his fucking scowl on his face over there. The only reason I was in debt to Rick Carlisle is when him and Dirk Nowitzki beat the fucking Heat in the finals. All right. And
I think Rick Carlisle, I forgot who was injured, and Jim Boylan refused to call a timeout, and Rick Carlisle was like, timeout.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So Rick Carlisle is a good guy, but tonight, Rick Carlisle, why did you have to play TJ 40 minutes? Why did you have to play the try hard minutes and try hard enough to come back from a 20-point deficit?
Because that was a big game. As far as standings go,
we would have taken their seeding.
That was a big game. And I'll tell you what, they fought the piss out of each other in the first half, too. That was a physical. I know Stacey King kept beating a dead horse with it. I love Stacey. He does a great job. But he was right. Him and Adam both. They were playing pretty hard. A lot of contact in the first half, but the Bulls were just getting the better of them because of the ball movement. They had like 6 assists on their first 14, 13 made baskets. They only ended the game with 19. You come out in the second half, and the fucking ball stopped moving. So, I mean, and I don't want to hear anything about Billy Donovan here. So he starts the game moving the ball, and then now he doesn't? No, it's because these players keep doing the same thing that they've been doing. And this is a personality trait from grown men, not a fucking coach. They started to try to coast because they were up. They wanted to coast, and then they got their ass whipped, and they got smacked in the mouth. And it's not going to get the job done, man. It's not going to get the job done. You had this whole city rallying. Yesterday in our comments were popping about, oh, shit, here they come. More so about pickle juice than anything. But here they come. They're going to be, if they win tomorrow night, they're only going to be one game under 500. We were entering Indiana, beating them, I think, like 6. What was it? We're 4-2 in our last 6 against them, and we had won 4 straight in Indianapolis. So tonight, if we would have won, it'd been 5 straight. So there's a lot of optimism entering this game that the Bulls are going to get this win, take advantage of this. I'm not going to say it's easy because every time we do, this is the kind of shit that happens. But this easier schedule, and this is the fucking egg they lay. And if Zach LaVine with his hand with that shit on it, if he's fucking hurt, then shut him down. You're not winning. What are you doing then? If he's hurt and he can't shoot.
How many threes did Zach take tonight?
He went 0 for 7. He went 4 for 14 from the field. He had 14. He had a Monte Ellis stat line. Oh, no. Don't compare Zach LaVine to Monte. He had a Monte fucking Ellis stat line.
That's a name I haven't even heard for a while. I thought that
he took as many fucking shots as he had points. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't get to the line. He complained more than he got to the line tonight.
He got there in the first quarter. He had like 4 or 5 fucking free throws in the first quarter. He finished 6 for 7. And then all of a sudden it went away. And I don't know if it was a ref. I mean, they were letting him play all night.
He couldn't hold the ball long enough to make it look like a shot. He kept losing the ball.
Yeah, he had. You want to guess how many turnovers he had off the top of your head?
7.
Oh, god damn, you were close, man. 6. 6 turnovers. Yeah, 6 turnovers tonight, dude. I mean, this is fucking, it's games like this that irritate the piss out of me because not only did you have a 20-point lead, but they're missing their best player. You know what's on the line here, and you were doing it.
And you were doing it, and then you just said, "No, we got this. We're the best team ever." Remember that 35-game stretch we had last year? We got this. Don't worry about it. This is fun. We're having a good time. Oh, that was an offensive foul. Oh man, that wasn't an offense. That's cool. That's fine. We got a 20-point lead. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And now you're in the fourth quarter, and you forget how to play basketball because the pressure's on. And Indiana is a basketball town of all basketball towns, and they got that place rocking. And the Bulls got rattled.
And they started running them doubles on DeMar, too.
Yeah, no, when you take the one guy who knows what to do in the fourth out of the game and go, here you go, everybody else, what you got? And then you got Billy scrambling. Like I said, when he called on Kobe and I saw Kobe come in and then he's bringing the ball up, I'm like, uh-oh. Like
I said,
he's even flustered.
Is Zach, I mean, because Kobe was 3 for 11, 2 for 7. He didn't have any turnovers. He had 8 points, 3
assists. It was a lot of wide open corner threes.
Yes, he did.
I feel like Kobe's better from the top of the key than he is from the corner.
I'm looking up and down their stat line, and I'm like looking at Vooch's game. Vooch played a pretty good game, started off very hot, right? Started off pretty good.
And then he went dead in the second, and then he had a couple big dunks in the fourth that kept this game
That
close.
dunk on Miles Turner.
With the left?
With the left hand was fucking sweet. I don't care what anybody says. It was fucking sweet. But Miles Turner's third quarter, god damn, dude. It's not every day you see a guy his size step back and hit
weird. That's what's so weird about this game for Indiana too, is they didn't necessarily expect to be as good as they've been this far this year. In terms of standings, they knew they had the talent, but in terms of the standings, they've outperformed what their expectations are, especially without this stretch, without Halliburton. The trade deadline coming up, Turner and Hield have been in trade talks for the last 2 years. And obviously you see a guy like TJ McConnell that would be a great contribution on a legitimate contending team too. So they're at a crossroads the same way. They're at a happy crossroads because they've got a whole bunch of young talent on long-term contracts. But they were at a crossroads too. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep winning games, especially games that they're not supposed to win like tonight, what they do at the deadline. Can you sell off the way that you plan to if you're right in the middle of the playoffs?
I wouldn't want – I'm going to be honest with you, brother. Like, I look at this Indiana team, and I look at the bones of what's there and what you could kind of build around. Think about it. Halliburton, I mean, if he's not an all-star, it's fucking robbery. You know, I mean, seriously. He might be all-NBA. That's how good he's been. At least one of them. There's 3 of them. He's got to be on one of them with how good he's been. I look at him. I look at Benedict Mathurin, and I look at fucking Miles Turner, and I'm sitting here, I'm like,
why would you break that up? Like,
right.
I get older guy, kind of a bigger contract. If you get something of value for it, I could see moving that. Same thing with McConnell, obviously not a long-term piece. If you can move those on the edge guys that are just, competitive players that aren't part of your future, I don't know why you're like, I hear Miles Turner's name being shopped so often.
It's got to be
Is he not happy there?
Yeah, it's got to be. I would assume. I mean, and they were bad a little bit. They were having a hard time going. But my God, the bones there. There's some young talent there that's definitely intriguing as hell.
Well, because they got to have more picks too with that Sabonis deal. So
right.
They've got probably their own picks with some additional picks and that core. So, and that kind of brings us back to our team, which is what makes it scary. Is you have these teams with these somewhat solidified young cores that you can see being a problem for the foreseeable future. And you're at the end of your timeline blowing 20-point leads to the teams that aren't even supposed to arrive yet. Like, this is supposed to be a down season for them. And
they're better than you. And that's just the truth of the matter.
I wanted the high to continue, Buzz. Why did we have to have a back-to-back fart? Like, why did this have to happen? Why? Can we blame the back-to-back? Can we do that?
No, absolutely not. No? They went to Indiana.
They went to – okay, fine. They went to Indiana. Halliburton. Okay, no excuse.
They had a 20-point lead. They showed no signs of being tired or anything. It was just piss-poor decision-making in the second half, piss-poor effort in the second half, and your $215 million man is either fading away in moments like that, because we've seen him shine in moments like that, so I'm not going to take away, or this fucking hand injury is something that's an issue. I think
the shooting numbers tell us that there's something with the hand, but in previous games getting to the cup, he hasn't had problems handling the ball. Tonight, he didn't seem sure-handed at all.
That turnover, that travel, that was our like last offensive possession, I about lost it, dude. Like, listen.
Oh no,
man.
that was more than salt and wounds. That was like salt with not cleaning alcohol, like dirty alcohol.
Yeah, that was pathetic. I mean, just they had to be better than this. This is what pisses me off. Like
I would not show that last 2 minutes to anybody who's a good Bulls fan. If you did not watch the last 2 minutes, do not subject yourself to it. Just listen to other people cry about it, because that was some of the worst basketball I think we've watched from this team all year. To close this game was horrendous.
Yeah, it was pathetic, man. I don't even know what else to say. Like I said, I thought they came out, like we said in the beginning, just great, and then the second half was just terrible.
And Pat was grabbing man boards in the beginning again, and I was like, all right. What did he finish? What did he finish with? What's the line?
7, 5, 0, 1, 1. 7 points, 5 boards, 0 assists, 1 steal, 1 block.
Nice.
2 for 5 shooting, 1 for 3 from downtown, 2 free throws. And I got to hear Stacey King gush over him and be like, the reason he doesn't get a ton of rebounds is because he's constantly guarding the perimeter.
And it was in the first half, so it was, well, things were going good, so maybe you're just being a little generous with the ball, but he turned up a wide open 3 to pass the ball to Io for a while. I'm like, no, that's not what you do. You shoot.
Oh my God, he got so mad. He put me on the fucking, look at that. I'm on 2 screens now. He got so mad. That's hilarious. Oh God, look how mad he probably kicked his computer again. That's what he usually does. So, but yes, Patrick Williams is not good, at least consistently enough. If fucking him and Io could give the Bulls something each and every game of positivity, maybe we'd win. But there you are.
42%, Buzz. 42%.
Chai Sports Fan just brought up a great thing. Alex Rude needs me on 4 screens. I'm not pretty enough for 4 screens. You might be, not me. God, you guys are so kind in the fucking comment section, but I love this. Do we think DeMar is going to yell at Pat again? I sure the hell hope so.
Yeah, no, I mean, last night it was all jokes. I get it. I verbally abuse that man when he doesn't play up to the level that he's supposed to. And Pat's not getting verbally abused on the bus ride home tonight. I don't know if DeMar's doing his job as a leader, because with what you lost by and what Pat gave you, there's your difference. And it happens to be that way most nights, even when one of your stars struggles like Zach did tonight. You can get away with that if your 4th guy has 15 points and not 7. Or he gets more than 5 rebounds at the power forward spot, especially when you're playing small. And that's what's kind of scary with Billy doing these small lineups. They'd be so much more effective if Pat actually knew how to rebound consistently, because he shows that he knows how to rebound. It's just the consistent aspect of it. According
to Stacey King, that's because he guards the fucking best perimeter guy all the time. And you know what, dude? I'm so sick and tired of that. Do you see? I'm not saying that Luka fucking Doncic guards the best perimeter guy every night, because we know that he doesn't, but he's usually hanging out on the wings against a fucking point guard or a shooting guard who's like the worst fucking offensive player on the team, and this guy somehow ends up with 9. I'm not trying to say Luka Doncic obviously fucking generational talent, but there's a lot more like him who get boards, who play the same fucking position. I'm so sick and tired of this kid's excuses. It's crazy. Put consistency together, because we see it. And I never said he wasn't talented. I just said he didn't have it fucking here. And that's where I'm still not convinced he does have it here. He has 1 good game. He has 1 shit game. You're in your 3rd fucking year. You're in your 3rd year.
Injuries aside, I mean, you cannot perform this inconsistently, especially when your team's riding a high. Like, you're riding a 3-game winning streak. There's no reason to lose confidence or be down on yourself coming off of what you came off of last night.
You were looking at your first 4-game winning streak of the year. Again, you were looking to be 1 game under 500.
If you cannot get up for that leading up to this trade deadline with what you guys know is on the table. Like, this team is not performed well enough to feel safe. Nobody on this roster should feel safe. So to have a 20-point lead and just start playing all loose and not caring to close out this team doesn't make sense to me. I mean, because we just get to talk about people being traded. When you get traded, you have to move cities. You have to move.
Yeah, they're getting paid millions. They don't give a fuck about that. That really hurt me. He just said I couldn't comment on someone's brain because I counted my fingers. Fuck you, man.
Buzz is street smart, not book smart. Leave him
That's
alone.
true, man. He did me dirty there. I'm already down. We fucking lost. I got to talk about it. I'm obligated. Fucking jerk. I love him so much. Can't wait to buy him a beer. Dick. But I mean, I don't know, man. AK has made everybody feel safe here.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is to me. Continuity. In the reports, Casey Johnson even said it. And we just had Hank throw in that little thing. Maybe Casey is his personal fluffer. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case at all. That might not be true. But if it is, Casey's reported they're not looking to trade any of the big three. They're not looking to do this or that or the other. Okay, well, maybe they all do feel fucking safe then. And
why is Dalen Terry not getting any run?
Dalen Terry, Alex kind of just put it in here. So Dalen Terry went to what school? Arizona, right?
Yeah.
So did his counterpart tonight. So someone put up here, where the fuck? The Pacers got the one good Arizona player in the draft from Chai Sports Fan, Alex Rude, with the quick comment right off the bat. Yeah, the rest went back to school. There you go. There's your answer. That's why Dalen Terry doesn't fucking play. Everybody's crying for the 18th pick in the NBA draft on a team that they want to compete. Listen to me.
Bus.
I don't think Dalen. Remember when people wanted Marco and we watched him at the Windy City Bulls game and we were like, oh.
See, but I never had faith in Marco. I have faith that at least what Dalen Terry can do energy-wise is a positive thing. Nobody on this team can fucking shoot the ball, really. So
that's true.
So, like, he's just not a good enough three. Nobody on this team's a good enough three-point shooter.
I wouldn't use that argument. I just want to be 100% honest with you. While we're bullshitting about it, I would not use that argument that he can't shoot the ball or anything. I'm
not saying he deserves a rotational spot. I'm saying on a back-to-back where you don't have Dragic, you don't have Javonte Green, maybe steal him a couple minutes and see if you can get some energy. Because I guess if Drummond remembered how to hit free throws like he has most of the rest of the season tonight, this game's probably closer to finish too, because he was providing a lot of energy, but then he kept getting fouled and getting sent to the line. And it benefited us once because they tried to pull the hack of Drummond under 2 minutes and we got free throw and the ball. But he was providing energy. Unfortunately, he was hitting his fucking free throws.
If we hit all of our free throws, the game would have been tied. We went to overtime. Free throws wins games. Just letting everybody know. Free throws wins games. Don't forget it.
So rebounds.
That's very true, too. We tied in rebounding tonight.
We tied in rebounding tonight?
45-45, yeah.
How many offensive boards did we give up?
We had 11 to their 14. Okay. We had 19 team assists to their 24. We only had 5 steals to their 9. They had 6 turnovers. We had
5 steals in the first quarter last night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't have much else left on this game because I'm pissed. All I got to say is Miles Turner played one hell of a third quarter. Good game overall, but one hell of a third quarter. TJ McConnell and Thurin played a fucking fantastic game. And if you take anything away from this loss, you're seeing you're going to start seeing a shift here. This Central Division is if Indiana decides to what would you call it? Like a retool or something? If they decide, like, if they were able to work it out with Miles Turner, they can keep Benedict, and then they can keep Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, you have them. Cleveland,
Detroit. On a decent rookie deal, probably under $10 million for the next 3 years. Halliburton's got this year and I believe next year left before he has to be paid.
Yeah, because he was 2020 NBA draft.
He's Pat's draft.
Yeah, he was like 7th, I think, or 8th or something like that.
Yeah. So he was Pat's draft. So he's still got another year next year on his rookie deal. I don't think Turner even makes that much money. And for the skill set that he has, I think it's 20
Well, he will, because I believe he's a free agent, isn't he?
His contract's coming up, but currently he's not making very much.
Right.
I mean, with the way the center market is, people are reluctant to pay centers. Ayton wasn't going to get a payday if a team didn't put, the Suns in that predicament. So I don't. It's scary. You look at the Pacers, you look at the Pistons. These are all teams that have more assets than you, and they have more longevity, and they might have more talent now. Maybe not so much the Pistons. I guess they haven't been healthy, so they really don't get a fair shake there. But Pacers are a lot younger than you, and they've played better than you. And
That's very, very true.
And to lose to them in the fashion you did tonight does not inspire at all.
Before we get done with this, and that was actually a good way how you ended that. But can you guess how many 3-pointers the Bulls hit tonight? Because I gave you a chance for the turnovers for Levine.
I think you said Zach was 0 for 7.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say we took 15.
We took 24. How many we hit?
6.
God damn, man. Why do you always one ahead? It's 5. Look at you, man. Play the lotto and then go a number below everything you keep saying.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
All right. If you win, though, I don't want to work no more. All right? I'm dead ass. Like, that's bullshit that you even fucking side like that. I'm dead. Bullshit. All right, next game at Charlotte, Thursday, 6:30.
If I win the lottery, you're going to send me the link, and it's just never going to get picked up. You'll be like, what? Where'd Goose go?
We've been trying to go live for fucking 3 hours. Where are you at, dude? No, I'm on an island. We're playing the 13-35, clearly tanking Charlotte Hornets. No LaMelo Ball. He's hurt yet again. That'll be at 6:30 on Thursday. Don't take him lightly. They got Scary Terry. Gordon Hayward's out too, apparently.
After tonight, if they take another team lightly.
Oh, they've been doing it all year. You're going to be surprised?
But with what is on the line, like, I'm dumbfounded that this happened tonight. If it happens again Thursday night, blow it up. I at least want to go into Orlando.
Whoa. You're not there yet?
But we've been there.
I was gonna say, that's what I mean.
But,
I don't need this loss.
I wasn't there yesterday.
We had fun finally, but we're back to normal.
Yeah,
we're fucking miserable.
Because they are who we thought they were.
Oh my god!
But if a 3-game win streak can make me feel like that, we can rattle another one off. We're gonna be back there, unless they blow it up. And I'm hopefully, we don't shit the bed tomorrow night, because I don't want the fun to stop. I don't want to go back to tankathon simulators and hoping that, we end up in the top 4 and we actually get to keep our pick, and the season was a complete and total waste.
I wouldn't have minded a complete other rebuild again if I was able to get one of two: Victor Wembanyama or Scoot Henderson. I'm dead fucking serious. I've been talking to Alex Rude is here right now. I've been talking to Alex Rude about this for over a year, about how like those two like are good, and like I love that I have that stupid ESPN Plus thing so I can watch the G League and shit. Like this Scoot Henderson's a dog. Like he's gonna be fucking good. Then you have a unicorn possibly coming out. What do we have that's better? I know we're not going to get into this whole thing. Like I said, we're going to have guests coming on in the future. I'm not going to tell you who they are right now. You just have to stay tuned to find out. But they're going to be coming on in the coming weeks here, and we're going to talk about this. But who we have right now is nowhere near more intriguing to me what the possibility of a high-end prospect could be.
No, I mean, and that's what the issue has been, is the closest we got to a top pick in tanking and intentionally losing for several years was Patrick Williams. I guess you'd say we were close enough to Doncic. Technically could have traded up for him. Technically could have traded up for Fox. I guess you technically could have traded up for LaMelo Ball. So we've had the spots essentially, but we've also seen how hard it is with this new lottery system to luck into that.
It's super true, man. But like, I don't know what's happened to me. Like I used to be like proud, oh man, well we made the fucking playoffs.
No, that is the reason why I was okay with people paying for a billboard to fire Garpax, because the complacency with being mediocre was the issue there for me. Right. It wasn't that we were bad. It was that we just seemed so content at being okay because we were getting a little playoff revenue and the building was packed every night. We were top in attendance. So that's all that mattered to them. And that's not what matters to us. We grew up on the tail end of a dynasty, and we long for that. That's why we're the fans that we are. And the same is true for the majority of this fan base. So to be anything but competing for a championship, which this new front office told us was the objective, and in his one appearance in the last couple of weeks, he said that is still the goal. We just don't have a timeline, and we're not sure how we're going to get there. So fuck me, right? Do something. I don't know. It's just it feels like the same message from a new face at this point. It was easy to ride the high last year when things were great. And I don't know, maybe they're hoping for the great one to come back from his injury and things will be great again and continuity can exist. But
yeah, I feel you, man. I completely feel you. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
In Charlotte, I at least want that Orlando game on Saturday night to have the implications of pickle juice. Like I want that on the line.
I don't think it can. They're 3 games under.
We're
3-3. No, yeah,
we're 5-3. We just got to win the next 2.
We're 3 games under. So if we win the next 2 in a row, we're 1 game
under. We said 5-3. I said 6-2, and you said 5.
You're switching the fun. What do I keep saying that I don't remember?
Buzz.
No,
we said these next 8
don't
games.
Buzz me.
Buzz. We said these next 8 games.
Yeah.
If we went 5-3.
Is that what I said?
Yes, that was starting with Washington and OKC. We lost those 2, but then we won 3, so we're 3-3. If we win these next 2, the Bulls will go in 5-3. We still have to cheers pickle juice.
Oh fuck me! That does not my favor at all.
Yeah,
really.
No, it's not because
I said they needed to be 500.
No, I said 6-2, and you were like, "No, I'll even go 5-3. I'm that confident that they're not going to do it."
You're right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I did not say 4-4, fucker.
No. He did not say 4.
He's lying.
Not 500 in this easy 8-game stretch. That was not the deal.
Oh my god!
You're not cheating us into this. We are not taking the power of the pickle juice away, Shy Sports fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, dude.
Maintain its power.
You know what, dude? You want to hear something wild? I went to the store, dude.
You got a jar, didn't you?
I did. I also found this. No free ads. I don't give a shit. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker.
You're gonna chase the pickle juice?
Yeah.
With Skittles?
Yeah, with Skittles, man. I'm so stoked on this. This 3 fucking pounds of Skittles, man. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I got some trail mix too, but yeah, I did get pickles. Yes. All right. So I'm ready to I'm ready to make it happen.
Wendell Carter Jr. might hold the keys to the jar of pickle juice. He might be the one in charge of whether or not we have to chug the juice.
You know, he would choose to fucking just stick it to me too and just lay a dud that game and make me do it. You know, because I talked DEFCON 5 shit on Wendell. I never liked Wendell.
But that's exactly why he's not going to lay an egg. That this is like the few games a year that are his playoffs.
Yeah, that he gets up for, like, oh, the team that traded me.
The team that Jim Boylan'd me and then got rid of me. Yeah, we're his playoffs until Orlando is actually competing. Is Ben Banchero playing again?
Yeah.
All right. So
we're supposed to be seeing him on Saturday night. So which is awesome. Like I've been watching like a little bit of Orlando basketball because I do believe he's probably going to be the rookie of the year. That kid's good. Like he's very good. Once he keeps developing a little bit more, he's going to keep getting better and better. But let's just focus on Thursday for now. Let's try not to lose to PJ Washington, Scary Terry, and Dennis Smith Jr. And let's just try to pick up a W and do what we need to do.
Dennis Smith still been playing the way that he was early in the season, or is that falling way off?
Who, Dennis Smith?
Yeah.
He's a rotational player, but he's a rotational player on the worst fucking team in the NBA, or one of them. So, I hate that for him because I thought he was going to be pretty good. Like when he first came out in Dallas, he was a good player.
Buzz, you don't have to remind us. We saw all the people that were crying that we drafted Lauri Markkanen over him. We had to deal with the brunt force.
Oh, would have fucked us either way because they're both gone, huh? So
yeah, but one of them's probably an all-star. Probably he's gonna be an all-star. He's like dropping 30 and 10 on 50,
his last
40,
10
90.
games. Yeah, his last 10 games were 50,
40,
40,
90, 30 and 10. No big fucking deal.
Glad I kept that fucking jersey. Just gonna say that some Utah moron's gonna buy that for a ton of money. Fuck them. I hate Utah. You know why I hate Utah?
I'm not gonna say it because nope.
Oh, I see. Okay, now I feel terrible. I was gonna say I hate Utah because I got food poisoning there, like Michael Jordan did.
Okay. I thought maybe Karl Malone.
It was a personal. I fuck Karl Malone too.
I don't like bringing up Karl Malone because that's just a name that doesn't even deserve to be
It's a
spoken.
stupid cowboy hat wearing dick. Fuck Karl Malone.
He's just a terrible human.
That too. I don't know much about Karl Malone, but I don't like his cowboy hat.
We're not. That's it.
That's not what we do here.
No.
That's not what we do. Fuck you, Karl Malone.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be.
You can do that here.
All right. We'll be back on Thursday after the Bulls take on the Charlotte Hornets. Thank you for joining us, even though we lost. Be sure to go on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. You already know where to follow us on Twitter. I said it at the beginning of the show. If you didn't hear that part, just rewind it when I post it tomorrow. Make sure you listen to it because that gives us numbers. And numbers are cool. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the little bell anytime we go live or any other On Tap Sports show goes live. You'll be notified. Also, we're presented by Sports Illustrated. Don't forget that because that's cool and tough. We'll be back Thursday after the Bulls take on